The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, and that is incomplete.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Williams to return. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Lions will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. They'll go again with Gibbs. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The Lions at 4 and 10 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. That's going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. To return, this is Eddie Jackson.
And he returns this to the 22. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. It's caught by Mike Evans.
Now inside the 25, Mike Evans.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, Goff. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Again, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Goff. That is caught and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game, and a first down on that last catch as well. Goff now looks to throw. And that's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Now 3rd down and 7.
It's 3rd and 7. Now Goff.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Montgomery is in for a Lions touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Zerline now for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 3.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he completes this to Russell Gage. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And this is caught by Evans. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final
this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He completes it to Evans. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Gone. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 10. He's got this complete to Williams. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He's got Otten.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
play action. They'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At about the 32. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On 2nd and 10, Goff.
To the right side, incomplete to Atwell.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, it's Goff. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, this can happen when you get man coverage on a tight end. This is a nice route. He's just going to run a corner to the left side and find some open space. That's asking a lot to make a linebacker run with him. And this ball's on the money as they pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And shoves him off at the 20. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. They'll drop to throw.
There's a short one taken in by Otten.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
Now a toss here, short side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here.
He short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a first down throw. Goff. Finding Williams once more. Complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Again, Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Goff on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 and a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Goff on 1st down.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
In the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
That's interference. Defense.
Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
Short throw to Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. Goff throwing again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. It's caught. Mitchell. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amari Cooper. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, in a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. They go play action here on 1st down.
Otten brings it in over the middle.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. He completes it to Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The veteran Jared Goff back out with his Lions offense. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass. So whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. A shotgun snap for Goff. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. On the give, here's Gibbs. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. A give right side for Gibbs. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language isn't.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run. Give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
Zerline good with a PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Counter play, here's Gibbs.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted
but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Lions will take over. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here comes the Lions punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So out come the Bucs now. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Number 36.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
They're going to look to throw. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
They'll set up a throw. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Inside the 10. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And they can run this score up even further as they begin this drive with a 1st and goal and that huge lead. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. After the interception, here's Goff. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only one play to score it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Holding offense.
That's on the former first-rounder Taylor Decker. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Goff now to throw.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw here. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
And now, how about this? The free kick from the 20 going to be out of bounds. And that, of course, is a penalty. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Now it's Gibbs.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Holding offense.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Detroit, it's a good 5th win for them as they play out the string. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.